Maxi. We've seen it all tournament. We've got Linkorz in the loser side. He's been rocking out with Cassandra. Let's see what both these players bring to the table. We saw them last time. Linkorz was able to take it, or sorry, Party was able to take it in the clutch with the Maxi. And he's been doing a great job at doing some staggered string pressure to kind of just throw off the timing on Linkorz. So let's see if he's able to continue that. And Linkorz, from what we saw before, he was doing a great job at baiting some of the whiffs that Party was doing. And got a lot of damage off of that. So let's see how they're able to do it. And we got the new stage released to Pamaru.
Yeah, with the weird walls.
Yeah, they're kind of fixed. Like, they're less bad, but they're still low walls in Soul Calibur 6. So they're janky, to say the least. And I like the 6A plus B, just blocking it out. Gets the counter hit AA, and just using Maxi's movement to just bait out these whiffs. Linkorz challenging with the wall rising B. Get a counter hit.
Again, these two filling each other out again. And that was really an opportunity there for Linkorz to punish Party Wolf, but unfortunately he wasn't able to.
Yeah, and Party Wolf slowly but surely able to work his way back into this round. There was a huge life deficit and be able to come all the way back. And that's a sign of a good player in Soul Calibur, where they don't change the way they play based on the life bar. They just keep it solid. Instead of keep it simple, stupid, it's keep it solid, stupid. Ooh, with the reversal edge.
So again, we got Linkorz right here in Soul Charge. Nice spacing from him, and he wins that round. He just ever so slightly sidestepped and was able to punish Maxi.
He was going with the low, opting not to loop, instead backing up. Nice getting a reverse ledge victory into 6BB, getting the knockdown. I like he's starting to adapt the 6-6 to shut down the sidestep opportunities from Party Wolf. Using Soul Charge here to maintain the pressure, resetting neutral, and the counter hit launcher again. Getting so much work done with that move. That's a great move that Cassandra has.
Oh, and he blocked that one. Yeah.
Maybe that was a flub. Maybe he tried to...
Maybe it's Soul Charge or something, but yeah.
Yeah, so that counter hit launcher that Cassandra is doing, that's her wall rising B, is a super evasive launcher that on counter hit launches, on normal hit knocks down, safe on block. It's an incredible move, and it advances forward, so it can be hard to punish. And because it advances forward, it actually has a counter hit retread problem.
And it's paying dividends in this match. And Linkorz, you know, very convincingly taking the first set against Party Wolf. Will we see the reset is the question.
Yeah, and this is a situation where Party Wolf has time to adapt, right?
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
He is in the winner's side, so even if he loses the first set, he has the opportunity to switch characters. He has the opportunity to kind of learn what Linkorz is doing. And that's one of the benefits to being in winner's side grand finals, is you have the opportunity to adapt.
That is a very good point. And again, you know, Party Wolf wanted to switch characters, but again, I don't see him doing that. As Maxi has been doing the work, and that's what we expect from Party Wolf.
It was. Now, after that 6K hold of shield charge with Starfish and Stripes that Cassandra has, it is super plus on block. She holds it plus 10, and Party Wolf just backed up afterwards. So I wonder if Linkorz is going to recognize that and try and have a counter for it next time.
Yeah, and I mean, the difference I'm seeing now compared to how Link was playing earlier, he's really starting to enforce a lot of Cassandra's plus frames, you know?
Nice. Going for the basic strings. Both players poking each other, spacing each other out, goes for the low instead of the guaranteed whip punish. Ooh, and the back throw. Yeah, can't tech that. Only 2 characters in the game can tech back throws, and unfortunately, Maxi's not one of those characters.
Who are those two characters, by the way?
It's Astaroth and Baldo. The only two characters that can tech back throws. The only other character, to my knowledge, that could was in Soul Calibur 5. For whatever reason, Zwei could also tech back throws. But he's not in this game. Hashtag bring back Zwei. Ooh, nice whip punish though from Linkorz. Gonna get the Divine Force. This is a lot of damage that he has access to. And he's just poking at him with single 3A. Going with the 2, and there's a counter hit launch. Gonna spend the Divine Force. Get big damage here. Going for the 1B. Guaranteed knockdown.
And that was the first time we've seen that 1B all night.
That is a, yeah, that low is very, very good for Cassandra. It's really fast. It's not that negative on block. And it's a knockdown on normal hit.
Here comes a soul attack, and let's.
Ooh,
did he call it out? No, it wasn't. It wasn't early enough.
It was too early. So what you can do if you think that's like a really, really high level soul charge, where you know your opponent's gonna go for the resist impact to counter it, so you delay your soul charge, so it avoids the resist impact. That's a really big brain play and able to convert it into a round victory. And he's backing up. Ooh, the delay into the throw. Weird timings on throws are very, very good. Counter hit launcher though, able to just disrespect that Oki situation.
And again, both players are near the wall here, but oh my god, Party Wolf completely sidestepped some of Linkorz's pressure right into his critical hit. That's gonna take the round.
Yes, it is, and able to tie it up in rounds. But big meter advantage for Linkorz. Has almost 2 bars of meter, and Party Wolf's trying to get his first bar.
Opens up with a soul charge. And now the pressure's on.
Ooh, great sidestep. So it's hard to see for the viewer what happened there, but you can sidestep that string and punish it. But the explosion is just very, very clutters. It clutters the screen a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And that's sort of like one of the first things you want to learn how to deal with against a Cassandra, because if you don't know, a nice whip punish from Party Wolf, but if you don't know how to deal with those Divine Force shenanigans, it could be a lot to handle. Because again, as you pointed out, the explosion, the way it reacts on screen, it definitely builds space for her sometimes. So,
yeah, but for Party Wolf, having Maxi's critical edge is just such an amazing whip punish. Being 16 frames, so it's fast, and having that amount of range, it's just so good at it. And if you see Maxi backing up, he probably has a finger over the A plus B plus K. For you know, it's like Siegfried players. Whenever they back up, they're looking for it. It's one of the benefits to one button supers in Soul Calibur is with punishing is super easy with it, as long as you have meter. And able to tie it up 1-1, going into a random stage here. So maybe trying to get something a little bit smaller, and ends up being the same stage, I think.
is that they really need to work on this screen, because I have a hard time seeing what stages.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it just like said it out loud.
Exactly, or at least put it up top. You know the words.
Yeah, I have a hard time distinguishing like Indian Port and Kaer Morhen, like those like look almost identical to each other. Nice, going to 2-2K hold into the plus frame. He's just keeping Party Wolf at the wall, but finally taking his turn. One of the things about fighting Cassandra is sometimes you have to let her take multiple turns in a row, but oof, the disrespect with the 2-2K hold again. That low and into the mid.
And again, Linkorz is really just doing a good job at just poking away at Party Wolf, and is really stopping him from enforcing any type of pressure.
Oh, and the ring coming in from Linkorz. Gonna get the counter hit knocked down. Ooh, backing away from the 6A plus B there. Maxi said to try this. Cassandra says, no thank you, get away from me. Catch this whip on it. Taking each other out. Ooh, goes for the 8-8A, but gonna get counter hit by Linkorz. But just as I say that, Party Wolf is making his comeback into this round. It's gonna be a break attack. Ooh, it whiffed. Great acknowledgement on the whiff there.
Really good on Linkorz behalf. I mean, I could see it from here. I was just like, that's not gonna hit. And again, but the fact that he's making Party Wolf with these critical edges is working out for him.
What? Now Maxi is the man. He is powered up. 6A plus B into the knockdown. No, the delay on the Oki. Gonna beat the GI. And I like just the patience here for Party Wolf. Just backing up, going for the low. Opts not the loop. Just gonna pull guard, but the counter hit launch again from Linkorz. He's getting so much done with that counter hit launcher. Soul charge here. Just resetting neutral.
Oh, nice whip punch. Is that going to be it?
Yeah, that does so much damage. Hey, Clive, do you know how negative that move is that does 80 damage on normal hit?
No. From who? Cassandra?
Yeah. Just take a guess. It does 80 damage on normal hit. It's a mix-up. It's a string. How negative do you think that move is?
Well, I mean, if it's Cassandra, what is it, like -8 or something?
It's -12. It is. It's only -12. It is quite funny that she has that. Which is one of the reasons why she's such a good character. She is really, really high damage with, for some reason, not being that punishable on moves like that.
Battle 1. Fight.
Okay, I like looping, getting the first star. That's the 1B again. A great open tool that Maxi has with a counter hit. Taking this man for a ride.
Again, it just looks like Party Wolf. I don't know if the switch went off, but Linkorz is not able to get any of his pressure started here.
And I like that Party Wolf opted not to go for Oki in that last part of the match, and opted to go for a stance loop to get the part of the 7-star instead. So potentially going to be trying to build towards that, and there it is again. Almost there. Ooh, nice stagger from Linkorz. Not getting anything out of it, but just poking at him. Run up guard. This is very, very neutral heavy right now. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, Party Wolf, he's keeping Linkorz out. Then he's choosing his moments when to land those hits. And for the most part, it's working.
Ooh, slam dunk. Fall down the lightning.
Ooh.
And each one of those lightning strikes healed her guard.
Oh, nice duck on the last hit of that string.
Ooh, going in for the loop though. Party Wolf mixing up his AAs. That's why Maxi's considered to have one of the best AAs in the game. She has so much range, and it leads into loop pressure.
Finally, it looks like Linkorz is finally able to get something started. Now he's making Party Wolf whiff a lot here.
Yeah, because Cassandra's movement is just really, really fantastic. 2 bars a meter for Party Wolf to be a lot of damage in this round. That's the auto GI from Linkorz. Able to get the Divine Force. Cashes out. And nice, and there's that 6-6A I was talking about earlier, that advancing horizontal attack, shutting down the sidestep from Party Wolf. He doesn't really get anything off of it other than like plus frames, but sometimes that's enough of a deterrent to get your opponent to stop doing it.
Right.
Got the demo man.
Wow. We have a reset.
I wonder if now we're gonna see the switch from Party Wolf.
I mean, would you if you're in his position? I probably would at this point. Yeah, just to test it out to see. I mean, there's still 3 more sets to go. Let's see if Cassandra does well against one of his other characters. Possibly Keelik might be able to keep Cassandra at bay better? A Cervantes.
Okay, yep. I've heard from some Cassandra players that they don't like fighting Cervantes just because of his space control, and Cervantes is very good at making sure, like, giving his opponent trouble at like approaching him, because Cervantes wants you to approach him.
Right.
And he's very, very good at stopping you from getting there with things like A6, things like that. And his whiff punishment is also just fantastic for things like IGR, which is that flashing, like, Psycho Crusher looking attack and gets a launch on. That's a very fundamental part of the kit. Okay, but Linkorz right now is playing all this wall pressure. Can you get the wall combo? And wow.
Oh no.
This is so much damage. This is so much damage. Nice from Party.
Oh wow, what a comeback. And that's all because Linkorz, whatever move he did put him over Cervantes. Cervantes got that one back throw and that just led to his demise.
Nice, he's getting a lot of work done with the whip punishes with the gunshot there. Cervantes, that's his 3B plus K. That's a super solid move with the auto GIs again from Linkorz.
That's the third time this round we saw the auto GI.
He is so on point with those. Ooh, the stare down. Linkorz acting first, gotta get the whip punish, and that is it. Cassandra has divine force. Whiffing against her is just such a bad thing. He can just punish you so much. How many times, Clive, is this man gonna guess correctly?
I think we're on the 6th time. I think
in like 2 rounds is crazy. Okay, nice. Poking at each other right now. Ooh, twistably, the nerf's coming in. You can sidestep it now at close range.
Oh no, that's the CE completely. But he responds with a CE of his own.
And Party Roll is going down 2 rounds in the first game with Cervantes.
I don't know if this was the right, especially given Linkorz is, I mean, he knows this matchup fairly well.
Okay, nice throw. Ooh, gets broken. Counter hit setups. Gotta get the combo. Wall pressure here for Linkorz. Gonna throw him out of the wall.
Nice whiff punish. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he's aware of like kind of like the meta in this matchup. So when he gets he's going for divine force and he's like approaching, but he's keeping himself at a distance where A6 is gonna whiff, so he can get that 6B A plus B punish. Ooh, Party's not on this round yet. Nice, gets the whiff punish. Ooh, and the boot, the size 18.
I forgot to breathe. Jesus.
Yeah, I was holding my breath too. I wasn't talking. I was just like, oh, what's gonna happen? It was just poking at each other with so much respect, and those tiny little things, just trying to make it so they don't make a mistake.
It looks like Party Wolf found his groove here in this matchup, but let's see if Linkorz can close it out.
Full charge here, gonna disrupt Linkorz's offense.
And Linkorz is gonna send him back with his soul charge.
Ooh, nice sidestep from Party Wolf. The A6B, shipping him out, evening up the life. Nice, this is a lot of damage. Into the lethal hit, he's gonna cash out. Yes, he does. Great Oki here. Ooh, goes with the tech trap. Doesn't get anything out of it. In the run up, so he ran up to him, did a slight stutter delay, which was enough for Linkorz to press a button or duck or do something, and then he did the mid, which was a really, really great timing and a really, really great setup from Party Wolf. Sometimes all it takes to throw your opponent off is a slight delay on your timing.
Definitely. But yeah, it looks like Party Wolf found his groove with the Cervantes pick.
Yeah, it was looking a little shaky in the first round there, but able to find it and keep it going, keep it moving.
And again, we are in grand finals, and the bracket has already been reset.
Yeah, last opportunity, and all right, nice stuff. And the respect from both these players, just backing up, doing light pokes at each other, trying to keep themselves safe, not going to give really any major whip punish opportunities. And just as I say that, Party Wolf delays his step timing.
Commentator curse.
On the worst.
And again, I'm sure Party Wolf wants to push Cassandra towards that wall. No punishment while rising A.
Yeah, that's a very hard move to punish online. Despite being negative 16, has like 0 blocks done. Ooh, just poking at each other, and the backstep from Linkorz. You're not going to quite enough, but there we go with the mix-up on Oki with the single B.
Battle 2. Fight.
Round number 1. Ooh, with the I-10 AA. One of the few characters with the 10-frame move from neutral.
Doesn't complete that string.
Ooh, but you know what? Party Wolf is going to complete this high-damage Cervantes 3B combo. Cervantes 3B, there's a lot of things it doesn't do, right? Its range, kind of like, doesn't launch a tip. Slow. Negative 14 on block, which is, you know, a little bit higher than some other characters. But you know what it does have, Clive? It has crazy damage. It's like he min-maxed it, just all damage. It's all he wanted out of it. Just give me all the damage off this move.
Again, I mean, Linkorz is really just trying to create these opportunities where he can stagger his pressure and then punish the attempts to punish his whips.
Yep. And Party Wolf went for the low after that throw there to give himself a little bit better Oki. Didn't want to go for max damage. Okay, but speaking of max damage, is he going to cash out on the lethal hit? Yes, he does. Okay, gonna go for more gunshots. Wow, and just sidestepping. He is getting a lot of work done with these sidestep reads from Party Wolf. He's calling out Linkorz and the weak horizontal control that Cassandra has. Going for the huge wind-up launcher there. Now, if he holds it down, it can become an unblockable, but that's slow enough for a player like Linkorz should be more than capable of reacting to it.
Exactly.
And I think what he's
wondering, I was thinking about the frame data on it because he has used it several times during this set.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like he's doing it in situations where like he kind of has to like wake up. He could wake up and sidestep to it, but I think just like the timing on it's a little awkward. And essentially what he's trying to do is, since he can hold it down for the unblockable, he's trying to throw off Linkorz and just like have him try and sidestep it late and then get hit by it anyway because he's doing the reaction to it late.
Yeah, and the patience here on Party Wolf, I mean, and this is obviously going to take the round, but the way he, you know, Linkorz went for Soul Charge and Party Wolf just played neutral, just ran away from him until his soul gauge ran out. And now look at him, won the set.
Yes,
so I believe that is that 2-0?
That's 2-0 in the grand finals reset. So interesting to see if Linkorz is going to stick with the Cassandra, or maybe we're going to see a character switch. He does play a few other characters, but so far in the tournament, even when he's been down, he's stuck with the Cassandra.
Show me what you got.
Oh, and we get a Geralt.
Oh shit, Zubaz called it.
Hey, I'm kind of nice. I'm kind of nice to talking about video games.
That was amazing.
Battle 1. Fight.
Now, this is a big change of pace. Geralt having these extremely long-range buttons like that 3A right there as an amazing space control tool. As where I said before with Cassandra, where she has trouble controlling horizontal space, Geralt is fantastic at doing it.
Right, and I feel like Geralt can really contest Cervantes at that range that you speak of, and we're seeing that right now. You know, he has quick strikes. He's able to do what Cassandra does, but it's an easier time with him, I think.
Yeah, it is. A little bit better access to these fundamental buttons. Oh, with the 6BB, gonna pull the trigger on the Igni meter burn. And interesting, the Geralt kind of, in some ways, kind of can play like an MK character where he has like a meter burn on like his runes.
Yeah.
And the one you see the most is that the Igni, because he gets the combo extension off of it. You pretty much see it every single time he has the meter to do it. you'll almost go for it because it resets neutral, gives the big damage, and Geralt's a meter building machine anyway, so it's
And
not
more
really...
importantly, it's also like safe if you have the meter.
Yep. And has so much pushback where it effectively just resets neutral. He goes for the good Oki option. The GI from Party Wolf gonna throw him, scoop him up. Ooh, catches him with the sleeper trap. It's not time for bed yet, but if you lose this game, Linkorz, it will be.
And again, Linkorz is blinking red here. So he really has to do everything to avoid taking any more guard damage.
It goes for the Quen, and the I-10 meter burn on Ard. Because an I-10 horizontal is so much range. Yeah, Geralt does have access to a 10-frame move, but he has to spend half a bar a meter to do it. But in situations like that where your opponent has no life left, it's a pretty good option.
Again, Gage is still blinking red, and I'm sure Party Wolf is going to do something about that nice duck on the throw attempt.
So, Party Wolf is currently respecting Quen a lot.
Ooh,
Tech Trap again is a lot of damage. The thing with the Quen stance is like the armor move that Geralt has. You can just mash into it, and then he only has one option that beats you like mashing into it, which is just like raw Quen. If he presses any button out of it, you'll counter hit launch him. And he only gets like 30 damage off of the one that counters you mashing into it. Ooh, with the back throw. He spent the meter on it too, so he thought it was gonna be a forward one, but the back throw, unfortunately, that property negates the meter burn property. That was weird. Why didn't that? I think there's just weird Geralt hitboxes coming.
Yeah, it looks like he was maybe at the very end of it, but as you said, like it should have hit. Really.
Yeah, Geralt has a weird hitbox where certain moves will just whiff right into him for no reason. Like Siegfried's 3A4 will just whiff for no reason against Geralt, like just right through him. And that's just for whatever reason, Geralt just has weird hitboxes. Don't know why.
Oh, nice! Did you see that whiff? He just jumped and got him to whiff, but didn't really help him win the round there.
No, goes into it. B gets the hit on the sleeping Linkorz.
And again, this is possibly the final set for Party Wolf here. If he wins this, he wins the tournament.
He does, and Linkorz still flashing red. Oh, tries to backstep away with the 2 speed, trying to clip him.
Nice whip punish.
Goes for the Oki here. Ooh, check the toes. And that should be it. The Geralt
Linkorz in Linkorz fashion, not going down without a fight.
No, he is not. Great use of his meter there. He had just enough meter to get that combo. We have to Linkorz time, bringing it closer to winning in this grand finals. Is now 2-1 in favor of Party Wolf. Linkorz is locked into Geralt though. Party Wolf can switch characters.
That's a very, very good point. I wonder which character in his arsenal would do extremely well against Geralt. I'm not really sure. And he goes back to Maxi.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that like Geralt from Soul Calibur like has his own book series and spin-off video game franchise and a Netflix spin-off. It's pretty cool that like Soul Calibur character is able to get that.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Listen, dude, if Nero gets announced for Soul Calibur, I will scream so loud that people will be able to hear me in real life. Like, even in New York, you guys will be able to hear me screaming. That's how hype it'll be. Like the loot pressure going building towards the 7-star and the 1B. I like the challenge though from Linkorz, saying, "Look, I don't care about your stance pressure and huge whip on it." With the 6-6B plus K is the highest damage that you can get off a whip punish.
Goes for grab and takes the round. Linkorz he's really on fire here. Can set the momentum building.
Yeah, one thing with Geralt as well, he has one of the longest grab ranges in the game. I believe he's tied with Siegfried in terms of grab range. And they're like top 2 or 3 in the game.
Yeah, because Geralt kind of like leans forward to grab you.
Yep, and he has those super long arms. Nice. Ooh, goes for the GI, but the delay from Party Wolf gonna get the knockdown. Playing very patient right now. Did he press?
Oh, he completely sidestepped the whole thing.
Wow, that was a crazy call out from Linkorz. I saw him do something, but like, what an amazing call out. Gonna burn the bar, gets the combo confirmed, and Linkorz is looking very strong here to tie it up.
Very strong, very strong.
Okay, going into low. First ledge. Party Wolf needs to get the victory here.
Yeah, he really has to put a stop on Linkorz's momentum here.
Ooh, ever forward. Is he gonna go for the reset? No, cashes out on damage and just backing up right now. And the foot chucks. I think the foot chucks tech crouched under the horizontal.
It did. I was just going to comment that, like, I didn't know that tech crouches.
I didn't know it did either, but I guess on startup it does. It will be evasive enough. Oh, nice.
Literally in my head, I was like, WTF.
Same. We're on the same page.
All right, Linkorz has Party Wolf with his back against the wall. He pops Soul Attack and doesn't work.
Ooh, he didn't opt to go for the hold version. I think the wall, maybe he thought the wall was in the way, wasn't gonna get the ring out. Okay. Ooh, little whip punish.
We've seen this from Party Wolf before. Whenever Linkorz is in Soul Charge, he takes his time, backs up, and just lets the meter run out.
I like the throw there from Party Wolf. Gonna put Linkorz's back to the wall. Nice GI again from Party Wolf. He is totally calling Linkorz out on these strings.
And I mean, he's GI'd this maybe 4 times now?
Yes, he has. He's just not letting Linkorz do that string at all. Ooh, with the I-10. Catches him.
That was crazy. Holy. This is part of the night where I can't hold my commentary to myself. Like,
and just like that, Linkorz brings it all the way down. Reset. Final set. Final rounds of the night.
Yeah, now
will Party Wolf switch characters is the question.
Yeah, will we see the main?
Show me what you got.
There it is.
Oh my god!
I knew it.
Hail Mary.
I felt it coming.
I could feel it in my bones.
Like the reversal on this from Linkorz leading in with Cassandra.
I know, like a complete 360 here.
Battle 1. Fight.
All right, Party Wolf starting with Cassandra. They're on the pirate stage. Plenty of space for both characters to work with.
It has the farthest starting distance of any stage in the game, but huge block punish. Gonna get the launch, optimal meter builds as well. Geralt wants to build that meter. He needs those meter burns to get his max damage.
And again, I'm not sure the string that Linkorz keeps going for, but Party Wolf keeps GIing on the second hit. I wonder why he keeps going for it.
I think he can mix it up by going into Quen like that, but Party Wolf, I think, is just reacting to the second hit and GIing it. And that wouldn't surprise me that that's the case, but that should be enough to take it out. And it will be with the 6B meter burn.
Battle 2. Fight.
And that is a staple move for Geralt. Ooh, okay. No, the Yrden not going to be timed correctly.
Right, and I mean, we've seen 0 successful Yrdens during this entire bout between Party Wolf and Linkorz.
Yeah, the thing with Yrden is you have to kind of like condition it to make it work at high level of play.
Right. You can't. It's not something you could just throw out there.
Yeah, this isn't your online ranked games, and because players that are this good are gonna walk up and they're gonna block in your face. They're gonna be more patient. You can't just do random Yrdens.
And Party Wolf responding with a win of his own.
And the patience from Party Wolf paying off in that round, baiting the Yrden from Linkorz. They applying the pressure of the 2-2Ks. Sweet chin music, not connecting.
And if you look at Linkorz's gauge, it's blinking red. That's definitely going to factor into whatever happens during this round.
Okay, got the man hands though. Scoops her up. Get over here. Okay. Dummy thick.
Oh my god.
One for each cheek. Okay.
And will Party Wolf take this set? Is the question.
Yep. Oh, okay. Goes for the slam dunk, the meteor jam. I like the soul charge. You're gonna pop that reset neutral, and now he has access to that.
There goes the card break.
Guard break. Kuchin, like, look at this damage 5. You see it? You see it all?
But now, can Linkorz bring it back? Because now Cassandra's gauge is blinking red now.
It is, but that should be enough.
That should be enough.
Yeah, with the Divine Force Critical Edge, that is it. Party Wolf, gonna be your champion, but that was a crazy hype set.
But a valiant effort from Linkorz. I mean, you know, he came from losers, reset the bracket. Both players came into this tournament sticking to one character, ended on a completely different character.
Yes, and that was how many characters did we see in that grand finals? We saw what? Cassandra from Linkorz, then we saw Geralt, we saw Maxi, Cervantes, Cassandra.
And Cassandra, yeah.
Wow, that was a crazy hype grand finals.
And you know, if this was like a 1st to 5 or something, I'm sure we would have seen another character from the two of them, depending on what the switch would have been.
Yeah, that was crazy hype.
Wow.
Thank you to all. Yeah, thank you to everyone watching the tournament. Thank you to all the players. That was crazy hype. Thank you, Saban, for inviting me on for commentary. It was so much fun. Thank you, Clive, for commentating with me.
Hello, Carbon Clive in the house.
Let me just say, that was a hype as hell grand finals. Thanks to everybody for participating and joining and watching the stream, and you know, helping us all run a clean tournament. And special thanks to Zubaz and Clive and JJJ for holding it down on commentary all night.
No problem. You know, I've been testing out this mic. It's just so sexy. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Yeah, when you get that good mic going, you're like, oh, it's funny to hear myself talk.
One of my friends who was watching the stream said you have like a professional radio voice. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow.
What?
Thank you, Saban Deuce's friend. Thank you.
What microphone are you using?
I'm using the blue mic, the Snowball.
I see. The Snowball. That's a USB mic.
Yes.
Yeah. I have an AKG P20 or P220 or something like that.
Cool. I'm plugged into a mixer, so I'm using Sennheiser HMD 26.
Yeah, I just have like a basic audio interface set up. Nothing too crazy, but.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. Again, thanks everybody for donating to the Matcherino and everything. And we are done for the week. Next week, same NLBC time, same NLBC channel.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good event.
And please, guys, you know, we're all on Twitter. Give us all a follow, especially the NY Calibur account.
Yep.
Saban Deuce, Subas, myself, Carbon Clive, NYCFurby.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tag
you
you
know
guys.
where to find us.
I try to make sure to tag the commentators and stuff when they're on.
Yes, and I really, really appreciate that. Really do.
Yeah, poor Zubaz with his underscore.
Well, did I get?
Oh, really? It's
did I get
underscore
wrecked again?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
mine's
think you got wrecked.
Zubaz is like a company, and I'm Zubaz underscore.
Oh my god,
it happens all the time.
So sorry.
Yeah, they're like a company that makes like those, you know, like those pants that like Ultimate Warrior used to wear and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make those.
That's mad.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, who the hell is this?
If only I had that much clout.
Damn.
But yeah, thank you guys for having me on commentary. You know, I'd love to be back again sometime.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Art, for.
All right, y'all. And please don't forget, wash your goddamn hands, okay?
Wash your hands.
That's our sign off here in COVID.
COVID world, right?
All right, we're out. Art, it's all yours. Handing the stream back to you, sir.
All right, cool, man. Thank you guys so much. That was a pretty good tournament. The file size was ginormous. That was 70 gigs of